And now for a late report from Fort Worth, Dallas, we go to station WBAP-TV and newsman Charles Murphy.
Here now are late, unedited, unscreened films of the shooting scene in Dallas. This was the scene near the Stemmons Expressway. This is in front of City Hall in downtown Dallas, a mile east of the shooting scene. Heavy crowds line the downtown streets to view the presidential party. As in all of the Texas stops, there were many teenagers attracted there by the First Lady and the President. This is Main Street in Dallas. Is this moving west? This is moving west toward the fatal moment. The motorcade is traveling at about 20 to 25 miles an hour, slowly westward down Main Street in the heart of Dallas. The time, about 12:20. During the noon hour, heavy crowds from downtown offices lining the route. That looks like the school depository building on the right. I'm not sure. This is the scene of confusion. Something has happened here. The cameraman running toward the scene to the presidential car ahead of him. We caught just a blurred glance of the old school depository building from which the sniper fired the shot. This is the reaction from the crowd. All is confusion at the scene. Here a woman shelters herself. Now racing toward the hospital. On Stemmons Freeway, past the trademark to the right where the president was to have spoken, where he was to have criticized the fanatical right. There, a picket. That is Parkland Hospital, 1.5 miles to 2 miles from the shooting scene. Parkland Hospital, where the president died, in Dallas. By the time these films were shot, of course, the presidential car was already at the hospital. This is Major General Clifton, the military aide of the president, press secretary going into the hospital. These pictures, this is General Clifton. This is the emergency room entrance of Parkland Hospital in Dallas. Later films, as they are developed and as they arrive here, will be shown. This is Charles Murphy reporting from WBAP-TV, Fort Worth, Dallas.
As Murphy pointed out to you there, that was unscreened, which means he saw it for the very first time as you saw it. Unedited films of what happened, or some of what happened in the motorcade. If I might explain to you that blurry and confusing scene, obviously what happened. When the shots were fired, the cameraman who was riding in one of the cars behind the president, very wisely, kept his camera running, even as he jumped from the car and ran towards the president's car, and then over towards the people who were shielding themselves, ducking down, trying to avoid what was going on. It was the only way the cameraman could have gotten you a picture of what went on. He very wisely took no time to try to wind the spring on the camera or anything else. Just keep it rolling, get as much picture as possible, and get as close as possible to the scene of action. That is what the cameraman did. That is why it looked somewhat unorthodox in terms of what you are used to seeing, and that is why it's such a precious piece of film, because the cameraman thought.